Hey guys, it's me, the J-Man. It's been a while since I've done this. This part is long overdue. Sorry you had to wait for this. I'll talk more about why there's been such a lack of uploads in the last year in a different video, because for now, I should focus on parts 1B of my developer commentary. I said it before in the previous one. I'll say it again. while the while the first half of this episode, for all those who saw the first version of this, while the first one was remade from scratch, this half, as you know, was kind of just made with better visuals, assets, designs, and updated voices, of course. So let's dive right into it then.
So, we'll choose in alphabetical order. So, Mailbox, you get the first pick.
Well, Fortune Cookie is one of the smartest, so I'll choose her first.
Yeah, and there's also some updated voice lines. Redid any voice lines I did not like. So, and keep in mind, some voices sound. Some of the voices would probably be more high quality in this one, as they were recorded from a different time in the other version. Overall voice quality is going to go better the further we get into the series. So,
well, Mailbox, since you are willing to bring me along, I'll be willing to provide you with all the advice you need.
Yeah, that was a re-recorded line I did.
Snorkel, your turn.
Well, I'm close friends with Mop, so I'll go with her. Yes! Thank goodness! I was worried I'd get chosen last.
Next, Vendy.
I should start with my best friend Power Outlet.
Oh, yes! Don't forget our alliance, Vendy.
I won't.
Man, this whole slideshow animation stuff, Episode 2 is... Let's tell you this. Episode 2 won't come out until I myself learn animation and get some more animators on board, because I want episode 2 to be fully animated.
Okay, Wand, take your pick.
Key's a good friend of mine. Good choice, Wand.
Man, it feels kind of awkward just having, two characters that I pretty much use my normal voice for to speak back to back. Maybe things will kind of change a bit.
Ham seems like a good helper.
All right, then. I'm glad you're inclined to that opinion.
Yeah. See, there's an example of that. Ham's voice in the first half wasn't as high quality as this one, because that I used the same recording I did back when this episode first aired out. And here's a little thing. In episode 2, there will be some voice changes. If you're interested, I'll upload a video about some of the voice changes some other time. Actually, I might do that. I'll upload. Since BFTKTRD 2 will take way too long to come out, and I know this, might be nice to keep you updated on how voice things are going.
My original plan was to choose a team of all girls.
Okay, just wanted to say, not enough people use this music right now, like folk round. I haven't seen it used enough. It's really good. Well,
looking back on it now, I just want a team full of useful people. So, who would it be? If everyone left, who could be more useful than Medkit?
Way to think ahead, Snorkel. Cardi, get over here.
Wow, I was expecting you to forget about me.
Toothbrush is also a good friend of mine, so I choose him as well. At least you remembered our friendship.
Man, if I wrote these episodes today, or in the present, they'd probably have much, much better writing, because my skills in script writing have exponentially gotten better, and hopefully you'll be able to see that moving forward.
You know, a team of all armless people seems like a good idea.
Man, Mailbox's confidence is so cringe, honestly. It's a good thing that he didn't end up with all armless people on his team.
That doesn't really sound wise.
We'll take Mooney.
Did you seriously just choose me because I'm armless?
Tornado is definitely useful. He has to be on my team.
I'm glad you are so interested in my various talents.
Man, I wonder how Tornado's gonna look when I have him fully animated, you know? Actually, by the time, I'm pretty sure I have something for him going on. Man, I'm going to be getting into Adobe Animate and, Adobe Photoshop just so I can do my animation stuff.
The fourth member of our alliance is Keycard, so I should get her on the team.
Nice.
Despite Holy being brainless, I think I can live with him on the team.
I was wondering when I'd be chosen.
Now.
I feel like that the expression doesn't quite read the tone. But again, Holy is hard to pin down when it comes to this stuff. Anyway.
For my team of armless members, I'll take Milky.
I feel like Mailbox's line there has like the wrong kind of up attitude, if you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure, though, my brother will be able to get better at this when the further we go on.
Aw, you mean it? You deserve a hug for that, Mailbox.
Oh, my post office, for real?
I suppose laser pointer is somewhat useful. I guess he's my next choice.
Oh yeah, that was one of those ones that had like no transition through the whole thing. Though honestly, I had to remake all of this. Sometimes you wouldn't have the motivation for that kind of stuff, you know? It's gonna be so much easier when I can animate and just, yeah.
Trust me, Snorkel. Being useful is my speciality.
Oh no, Snorkel's no slicer pointer. I can't end up on his team.
Yeah, we have this inner monologue with Star just being, yeah. Tell me, do you think I overdid it for something that was only a slideshow kind of episode? Nah. I was really trying to nail down the fact that Star does not like laser pointer, so.
I mean, one of the others should take me in so I can play alongside him. If I get it with him, we're not
Any ideas, Power Outlet?
Yeah, that would have been so much better animated.
Well, now that we are consisting of rectangles.
Oh yeah, I just decided to make a little Easter egg kind of thing with these this number kind of code thing. So for all those who found out what it is, good job.
Rectangles. Let's have an entire team of rectangles.
Alright, how about calendar?
That's an oddly specific reason to choose me, but okay.
The absolutely iconic voice of Rebecca K. Lunetta, who if you don't remember has passed on. Now I'm gonna I might talk a bit more about this on the community tab, but like Rebecca did send me her voice lines for episode 2 before this happened, so. But like I'm struggling because I don't know. Like episode 2, I believe either way I'll start the episode by saying that it is in honor of Rebecca K. Lunetta, you know, because someone as awesome as her deserves it, you know. But the posthumous voice acting is really like hard. It's hard to tell if that's what I should do to honor her. Should I do that? Should I use those posthumous lines to honor her, or should I not? Let me know in the comments, please. It is very important to know which one is better way to honor her.
Well, I guess since I have Holy, I should choose his little sister Puddle.
It's going to be awesome playing alongside you, Juan. This will give me a better understanding of magic.
No, Puddle, it's...
Yeah. That's going to be a recurring gag in the show. Mon does that magic thing, and whoever he's selling it to just coughs.
Next, I choose
In case you didn't know, that was a reference to... if I remember correctly, it's actually a reference to a League of Legends ad where just kind of said magic, and the person he said to just coughed. I don't know. I don't remember.
Ornament.
Thanks for choosing me, Mailbox. By the way, are we here to have fun?
If there's time, we could.
Well, I'm all for it then.
Yeah, you can see why I changed. I had to get a new voice for Ornament, because that was a much better line read. Talked a bit more about that in the previous one.
If we're talking useful, maybe Sweatband would be a good choice. He's very athletic.
You got that right, Snorkel.
Toybox seems pretty rectangular. I'll bring him to my team. Vendy, surely I'm not only being chosen for that reason. Well, maybe you can refill me whenever I run out of drinks. Fine.
Man, I've gotten so much better in terms of character interactions. There's so much better to come out of this sort of thing. Okay, just bear with me.
I think I'll choose...
What? You had to choose me! I can't answer a laser pointer!
If I remember correctly, back when I first made this episode, before this version, I don't think I did the zoom in thing. So, this thing was the dialogue's the same. The voicing of Star is different, but the dialogue's the same. But the framing of this, or the camera position, or I don't know what's the way the way the camera worked in this kind of was different, because I think it just stayed on the same thing. I think it was maybe. Actually, I think it started with Juan and then Star, and then Juan and then Star. But I think it was Juan, Star, then Juan and Star. I don't know. That probably didn't make any sense, but you know.
Wow, what a whiny brat.
Yeah, that's Sharpie writing down in his list.
I was gonna...
Please?
Well...
Please!
Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, I choose you, Star.
Yep, okay.
You straight up forced Mon to let you join.
Yes, I did.
That's really pathetic.
I sure hope I executed this gag well, you know.
Alright, any more armless members for the team?
Mailbox! We really need members of arms. Too much armless contestants is really bad for our strength.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I choose...
Why do you choose Douglas?
Douglas? I didn't agree to that.
You really do need my help, don't you?
Hey, I'll have you know that not only am I a very good team player, but I'm also a pro gamer.
Man, Douglas sounds like such a geek when I say that.
I suppose Sharpie could be useful, despite his excessive pessimism.
You guys better treat me right.
Yeah, I bet the viewers are just gonna love this character.
There are no truly rectangular contestants left, so we'll just have to choose contestants that are somewhat rectangular. Like Cushion, for example.
Okay, I'll join you.
Kind of an odd place for the music to cut, but I'll probably get better at that. Speaking of the music, though, I'm going to be using Sooner AI for a lot of the show's music going forward, because not only is it convenient, but but the results can be amazing. Trust me on this. It's like feel like music might be like one of the only things I truly use AI for in this show's production, because like I still want the creativity to come into the show. So don't worry, creativity is still going to be part of the show.
She's so lazy, though.
Never mind that power outlet.
Let's see now.
Excuse me, Wand. Can you choose?
And I think the main point of those speech bubbles was to test out the left ear, right ear thing.
Flowerpot. She's my best friend, and I'd love to have her on the team. Pretty please.
Okay, that line had a bit too much whisper in it.
Sure. Come on, Flowerpot.
Oh, my greenhouse. I'm so excited to be welcomed into your marvelous magical team, One.
Well, I guess we can't have a complete armless team. Who else should we bring along?
Oh yeah, there's the other soundtrack I used Beatbox to make. See, Beatbox was the website I originally used for the show's original music. But Suno is going to be so much better. This one I believe is called Majestic Cave, I think. I think I'll also get around to showing the original soundtracks I made for this with Beatbox before I found out about Suno.
It's probably a bad idea, but how about we choose Pistol?
I don't know. Pistol does seem like a very high-strung person to work with.
I think just all he needs is a level up. Let's choose him.
I'll try not to cause any trouble.
Oh yeah, we have the more forward-facing Pistol in this one, yeah?
Fortune Cookie, I don't really trust Pistol. He twitches too much.
I agree that he's kind of difficult to have on the team, but we should be supportive of his condition. We should be fine as long as we don't surprise him, because that gun knows how to get startled.
Now, it's been a long time since this episode first came out, and don't remember what I was thinking. If I remember correctly, I think that was meant to be a Let Me Explain Studios reference. If remember what video it's from, let me know.
I'm probably going to regret this, but I'll pick Lancy.
Why'd you have to take so long to choose me?
Because I don't like you.
You son of a... Boney. I'll bring Boney over.
Man, gags like that only really work in an animated episode. Looking back on this, there's so much things that would work better if this episode was fully animated, because this show is going to be animated going forward.
Wrong.
Don't worry. I'll do my best for the team. Won't I, Emeraldy?
Ah, yeah, there's Emeraldy, Bunny Child. Now, back in the original version of the episode, Emeraldy didn't have that E on her diaper, or this little bow. Those are things I added into this one to make it look a bit more personified. Just the fake eyes and mouth weren't enough. Or the diaper,
You want to run that by me again?
Emeraldy is my new child. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Paige has the perfect voice for this. I have to say it again.
You've got to be kidding me.
Bongos. It's 2 contestants for the price of 1.
Yes, we've got Wand on our team.
Well, we better be grateful. Not everyone has a friend with magical powers.
Man. Well, it's definitely... I'm sure I'm glad I got, a voice change for Bongos. Little sneak peek for the actual... or the video I showed that in.
Only 4
Yep, there they are. Yep.
left. Who should we choose?
May I make a suggestion?
Yes, Milky?
Let's choose Snotty. He's cute.
Of course you choose the grossest of them all.
Grouse? Why does everybody call me Grouse?
Man, honestly, I kind of wish I didn't include that eyebrow, because I could make it a quirk that Snotty doesn't have any eyebrows. Going forward in episodes, I think I'll animate Snotty without eyebrows, just to make it a bit more interesting. Let's face it, Snotty's not that interesting.
I don't think you're gross. I think you're adorable.
And of course, I had to make Milky the only one comfortable touching Snotty. And I'm gonna say that squish sound effect when Milky hugs Snotty. That one was very hard to find. Be surprised how hard it is to find certain sound effects.
Of course Milky is comfortable touching Snotty.
I can't see anyone else that's really useful.
Yo, Snorkel, for a long time I was planning to teach Bowlingpin how to be coordinated. So if we choose Bowlingpin, maybe we can help him.
That's pretty thoughtful of you, Sweatpant.
Thanks for the decision, Sweatpants. You really think that you can make me as coordinated as you?
Well, I'll do my best.
Yeah, okay. I bet I bet Sweatband has a lot of potential in the show, you know. Many characters in the show have lots of potential, you know. That's why I can't wait for the show to become fully animated.
Pacifier is the closest thing to our last rectangular contestant, so I'll bring her on the team.
Chosen second last. That is really sad for me. But you'll see. I'll take on any challenge VC throws at us.
I'm gonna say they're pretty good with the pacifier asset, you know.
Don't underestimate my ability to make hard challenges.
And don't underestimate my ability to deal with hard challenges.
You know, back when this episode first came out, Pacifier was done by my brother, and since I had to pitch it up, he honestly sounded, or rather, Pacifier also sounded a lot like Life Ring from An Anime Insanity Invitational.
You sure seem confident. Maybe you will make a good teammate.
That leaves Noodles for my team.
You know, you could have chosen me earlier. I don't see a problem with me.
Noodles is going to be a hard character to write going forward. Because not much situations are probably going to... He's probably not going to be a prominent guy in most situations.
Now that every contestant's been assigned a team, each of you choose a team name.
How about we be called the Lovely Letters?
Good enough.
Yes, the team jingles. Now, these are actually things I'm glad I used Beatbox for, because so good. Yep. The Lovely Letters team jingle is actually, I think, the only one that had two versions. I used the second version.
I choose Slippery Seals, and if any of you object, you won't be hearing the end of it.
Oh yeah, that was a redone line, because the first one was a not really done well threat.
Don't worry, that name's fine with us.
The Slippery Seals it is.
That was a pretty good one too.
Well, guys, we should choose something catchy that reflects our team.
How about the Wrestling Rectangles?
Wow, Power Outlet, that's a neat idea.
That was a pretty good one too.
What do you guys think about the Magical Monsters?
Alright, sounds interesting.
It sure does.
That one's my favorite team jingle, and also team name appearing there. It is, because that one is definitely done the most right. And the sound I use is actually a reference to The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I think I might show you in a different video right now. Different video. Anyway, here it comes.
Alright then. I've always wanted to do this. Cue the intro!
gonna say I really like what I did with the intro. It's definitely a lot better. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than the one I used in when this episode first came out. But I mean, had the same music, pretty much the same style. But you know, it even showed which teams they were on. You know, if you pay attention to the team symbols, you know. And that one's just gonna get better as further I get into this series. Man, I cannot wait to show the intro in animation.
Now, contestants, let me tell you about challenge number 1. If you look to your right, you'll see a pile of tools, a pile of parts, and useless other junk.
If I remember correctly, I think that was a kind of a joke I added in the second version.
With these, you will each build something that you assume can be used to destroy RC with. You'll have 2 hours to build them. The only rules are that you cannot steal another team's idea, and you cannot use anything not included in the pile.
I'm glad I got to use this music. My brother's not too fond of it.
Since I have knowledge of RC, I'll judge the practicality and effectiveness of your inventions.
Oh yeah. All of VC's lines were re-recorded in this because the old effect was way too loud.
The team with the lowest rank will be put up for elimination first. 3, 2, 1, go!
Wait, BC, how are we supposed to make a good invention when we don't know what RC looks like, let alone what he can do?
If I revealed that, it would be less of a challenge. So anyways, go. Get started.
Okay, now here's a little interesting detail or the interesting thing you probably didn't know about. For those of you who saw the original version, you probably understand what I'm talking about, but for those of you who didn't, after this, there would be a scene where Bowling Pin said, wait, BC, just want to ask you, last episode you didn't have last half of the episode you didn't have a mouth, and now you do. What's up with that? Because in episode 1A, BC is the old BFDI kind of vote counter design, and he was the old vote counter design, and he only had 2 eyes there, and his second episode design, or 1B episode design, in that he had a mouth, and anyway, after Bowling Pin asked that, BC said, "See, Bowling Pin, it's because of a little thing called, actually, where that episode was done in less high quality or something, because of a little thing called, dare I say it," and then the screen would zoom in on his face, and he'd say, "budget cuts." And then Bowling Pin would say, sounds like you got that from some other show, but it's a boring, forced, dumb idea, before looking to the camera, because it'd be BFDI. I had to do away with the joke because the episode would be 1 episode, and VC would have a mouth for the whole thing. Too bad, though. I think some people actually like that joke. Anyway, let's get to the challenge.
So, do any of you have any ideas?
How about we make a giant laser that I can power?
Now we're talking. I'll grab some pieces of metal and something for the core.
You know, Vendy, I'm pretty handy with gadgets and gizmos and electronic devices. Allow me to handle the complicated machinery.
See, that's why I like you, Keycard.
Back in the original, and I mean, like, back when this episode first came out, like, after Vendy said, "That's why I like you, Keycard," he was going to say, "You go, girl," but I did away with that even in the first version, because it just sounded cringe, you know. I'm saving that for, you know, when this show gets awesome in writing.
Does anybody have any experience with building a machinery?
I've played lots of games that involve building.
Good.
But that doesn't
Ooh, a bit of a slight error there.
mean I'm any good at building complicated devices in real life.
Oh.
How you did one of those poker face line mouth things.
How about we each write an idea of what to make, and we pick that one we like best.
A fortune cookie, you're a genius!
Yeah, this is definitely something you'd see in a sideshow object show episode. Generic writing sound effects. Okay, so as you can see, I had this time I had everyone do it. I don't know, actually, did I do it? I don't remember if I did it in when this episode first came out, but as you can see, everyone has a different font because everyone has different handwriting. So we got a portable electric grinder for Ham, a turret for Douglas, a subsonic wave generator from Fortune Cookie, a silent RPG from Pistol, a Cupid arrow launcher from Milky, a confetti cannon by Ornament, a force gun by Moody, and a hagfish slime covered missile from Snotty. Yeah, hagfish or slime eel, because I'm an animal loving, I'm an animal person,
Please pick mine, please pick mine, please pick mine.
I like Douglas's idea of a turret. Let's build that.
Well, there goes that idea.
Okay.
And she sounds so upset about that.
Can anyone think of anything to make?
How about our very own mechanical robot?
That's not a bad idea.
Hey, Wand! Can you use your magic to put the pieces together?
No, Star. I can't just be a shortcut to all our problems. Magic should only be done if we absolutely need it.
Yeah, obviously, one will have lots of magic-related stuff going on in later episodes. But for now,
Star, I think we can manage without magic. Let's try to make the robot ourselves.
Yeah, let's have some fun with this.
Alright then.
Sharpie, could you tell me what this long piece of paper is?
Careful with that. That's my hate list.
Yo, why is that list so long?
It needed enough space to fit everything I hate.
Things I hate. I had it in a Sharpie kind of font, because Sharpie writes the stuff down on his... Love losers, example Milky. Stupid recurring gags, interruptions, joke tellers, inconvenient rain, pranksters, strict copyright rules, conspiracy freaks, complainers and whiners. Example Star, yeah. Just since there are things that go after that, he kind of added that in, after hearing Star's thing. I thought that'd be a fun little detail to make. Anyway, I think, if I remember correctly, back when this episode first came out, it was only this one that didn't have the second half of things that I put in. Which are nosy neighbors, graffiti accusations, that's in red, that shows he really, really hates that one. Bossy leaders, Lancy, broken vending machines, people that are stupid enough to do illegal things in 2022. Man, because it was 2022 when I made this. Pointing out when quiet people are quiet, using hindsight. Those are both grade A under A references. If any of you watch grade A under A, you'd probably get that reference. And mosquitoes.
This is observably a cry for help. Like, seriously, this is not normal.
Don't talk bad about it. There's always room for more.
Yeah, that's my stupid orange carry voice for Sharpie.
Guys, shouldn't we focus on the challenge? Yeah, Laser Boinder's right. We need to stay on drag.
That's right, we shouldn't get distracted. What could be used to destroy a dangerous robot?
It would help if VC would tell us about RC's capabilities.
What if we made, some crushing machine?
That's a stupid idea!
We need one idea that works, and honestly, this is our only idea, so let's just use it.
Yeah, with this logic, the Silver Seals are bound to lose this challenge. Don't worry, I'll make sure losses are a bit more creative going forward. I don't know why I just chose the teammates team jingle to do this transition thing.
All right. Time's up, people. Show me your inventions. Lovely letters, you first.
This is a turret.
Oh yeah, this turret. I believe I think it was one of the Star Wars Battlefront games for turret design inspiration.
Would it be any good against RC?
I can give it a 7 out of 10 for practicality and 5 out of 10 for effectiveness. That is 12 out of 20.
What the Glock? Is RC really not strong?
What the Glock?
In a word, yes.
Okay, now you're scaring me.
Slippery Seals, show me your weapon.
It's...
Oh, look. It's a poorly, just stupidly recolored version of Flowers and Elser Crusher. I'm glad I got more creative with my stuff going forward.
A large crushing machine.
That gets a 4 for practicality and a 5 for effectiveness. 9 out of 20.
That's the last time we take an idea from you, bowling pin.
How was I supposed to know it wouldn't be effective?
Wrestling Rectangles, what did you make?
We made this giant laser completely...
Power level 10.6. It's over 9. Yeah, Henry Stickmin reference.
Powered by Power Outlet's energy.
Yeah. I do like the way I designed the plug, inserted in Power Outlet because there's going to be many instances in the show where Power Outlet uses his energy to power things. That's why he's one of my favorite characters, because it's fun to see him do his sort of thing.
This is probably the best one so far. I'll give it an 8 in practicality and 7 in effectiveness. So 15 out of 20.
Yes! This is great. We did it!
If I wasn't so having to make so many more of this kind of thing, of these kind of what's the word? These kind of slides for this and had animated. I would have just had Parallel do so much kind of movements in that one thing, but
Magical Monsters, you guys are the last team. If your creation is better than the Seals' creation, you are safe. If not, you know what's gonna happen.
Alright.
Yeah, another redid line. Man. This robot reminds me of something, but I can't think of what, especially since it's been a while since this episode came out.
Pretty intimidating, right?
A robot used against another robot? How unoriginal.
That's all you had to say?
Yes. Anyways, 9 for practicality and 5 for effectiveness. That makes 14 out of 20. So, here are the results.
Overall, not too far away from each other, but, only one would have the score of a true winner.
That means the Slippery Seals are up for elimination first.
Or rather, the score of a true loser,
We lost? This is terrible.
Yes! This is the chance for Laser Pointer to be voted off.
Star Zip it! The viewers can vote anyone they want. Or specifically, anyone who's on the screen. So viewers, vote using the initials in square brackets.
Now, this is not the finished version of what these voting icons will look like. I am going to make them more unique, kind of like the BFB voting icons, because those by far are the coolest ones,
Brackets. And who gets the most votes will be the first off the show.
I think I did pretty good with the little VFB kind of voice, display of all the voice actors in them, Now let's get to the post credit scene. Man, I definitely need a different night ambiance sound effect.
Hey, Fortune Cookie, what are you doing there?
I'm trying to think of possibilities for BC's name.
I gave up guessing a long time ago.
Snotty, giving it straight away is the embodiment of failure in my mind. You really need to be 100% sure that you cannot accomplish a task before quitting.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, that scene would only work if I just cut Snotty's face like that.
We'll eventually find out.
They'll never figure it out.
Have I gotten better at foreshadowing? Oh, and you see this little code thing? That was definitely not in the original version. I think around the time I was remaking these, I think. Like, my brother showed me the show Gravity Falls, and in Gravity Falls, the credit scenes had these little code things. So I thought it'd be fun if I did that for my show too. You know, little creative inspiration there. Anyway, that should be it. I'm going to make sure not to leave such a big gap in between uploads going forward. But it's hard to do when, you know, have education stuff and or school stuff going on and personal projects, a lot of personal projects. But I'm gonna make sure to, you know, do more stuff more often. Okay. If I don't, just know I don't mean to leave these pauses. But you can expect a bit more stuff going on around the start of next year. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos on BFTKTRD and others, you know. And I'll see you in the next video.